Hi, I'm Marna, and sometimes I take things too far. Now, if you ask my sons, does your mom take things too far? Every one of them's going to roll their eyes with their head up and down. If you ask well, don't ask my husband because you won't have enough time for the stories. I call it staying the course. Yeah. Okay, so I bought this adorable little soft face baby alive. I really like this doll. She is cute, she works well, but her hair was one big knot. Seriously, I have brought home a lot of dolls with knotted hair. Hers may have been the single worst. Oh my goodness. I had it looking good and I took it one more step, and that was the oil treatment. And the oil treatment did not work this time, but I tried. So this is what we have, and I am just glad that we got that knot out of this doll's hair. This is how we did it. I bought this sweet, soft face baby alive at a garage sale. Got her inexpensive, she works. And her hair is worse than I thought. So let's see if we can get her reasonably. I already put some cream rinse in there. I'm going to add more. I talk about this cream rinse all the time. I kind of fell into it. It's a cream. It's I use the cheap stuff. It's Salve, and I get it out with a spoon. Every time I reach in to get more, I use a clean spoon. And this is going to have to sit. I'm going to really rub this in and pull this hair apart. And she is going to have to sit at least an hour. And I'll probably put one more spoonful in. I'm washing her dress and her accessories out by hand. And I'll lay these on a towel to dry. I like a challenge. I enjoy getting this hair back in shape, doll hair that's really a mess. I bought a new brush. It's actually a dog brush. Got it at Walmart in the pet department because the same thing in people are way too expensive. And I'm starting at the very end. I have worked this with my hands, and I am sectioning this off and doing a little at a time. This doll's hair is bad, 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 but like I said, I like a challenge. And if it doesn't work out, well, maybe we'll find out what size baby alive, what size wig baby alive wears. It is a miracle. I mean, a miracle. I'm telling you, I think they made that cream rinse for people who've worn dreads for a lot of years so they can get that out of their hair. This doll's hair, I've used that cream rinse before with a lot of success. This doll, I think, is the single worst. I want you to look. I have not emptied the hair. That's all the hair that came out with this bee's nest. I mean, it's still a little bit, but you can pull all the way through now. And what I'm going to do is wash this, and what I'll do is I'll work the shampoo from the top to the bottom. And is this hair too fried? Yeah, normally I would say let's do something else. But you know, I like a challenge, and we'll see if we can get this hair straightened up. We'll give her a downy dip and see where we land. This is all the hair that came out of the brush, and I just can't believe it, because this is probably the single worst rat's nest of hair I've worked on. It doesn't look that bad now, but this was one big knot. Because she has a soft face and batteries and everything. I wrapped her in 2 paper bags. I tied one in the back and then I put another one on and tied it in the front to keep the water off of her. Her eyes open and close, and she has eyelashes, I don't know if you can see that or not, on her eyes, and I don't want to tear that up, so I'm going to wash her face down so the water falls out rather than in, it falls through. And then after I wash her hair, I will take the bag off and gently wash her body with a washcloth. I leave my brushes and combs in the sink while I'm washing the doll's hair because you don't know what's on those and you want those clean too. I'm going to use Pantene, and this is all I'm going to do when I start the shampoo, is kind of work it downwards. I'm going to use a pretty good amount on her. As you can see, I have 2 other dolls. Actually, I bought them at the same time that I'm going to do their hair. See how fried that is? But I'm going to wash it. Like I said, let's take it all the way and see where we land. But I am just gently washing her. I just want those germs and mess out of her hair. I'm being very careful of her face. And we're going to call it real quick. As soon as I think that shampoo is out, that'll be it. This doll is not a drinking wet, but she has that mouth, and I do want to clean it. So I ran very, very carefully. I turned the water on very, very low and ran that over her mouth. Really want to be careful with these dolls. I will say Hasbro really makes some good product. I also take a soft bristle toothbrush and I do their ears and behind their ears, and remember what a mess her hair was. I do the mouths and the noses. Usually I do the eyes. I will not do her eyes. And the feet and toes. I'm going to kind of do that a little bit, but I want to be very, very careful. I do the toes and the fingers, and then I want to be so careful rinsing. I actually am using a wash rag away from the running water. I'm also going to take magic eraser, what's left of it, and see if oh yeah, that just came right off. Some sort of marker. Man, and there's a little paint. Why do dolls always have paint on them? What in the world? And we'll just get that off. Yep. And I'm looking at the rest of the doll. Sure enough, here's more paint and marker. These magic erasers really are magic. And any marker that you cannot get off with the magic eraser, if you take pimple cream and put that on the doll and let it sit, believe it or not, and who came up with that, I don't know, but hats off to them. That'll take it off the doll. I am going to call her done and take the wash rag dry to her, not dry, but wrung out, and rinse her off. I got her all rinsed out, and the hair is brushing through really well. I just wanted to show you the first thing I do is run the brush through their hair, and then I put them in odd positions because I want that water to drain out. Now see, that's going through her hair, but that hair is just, oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this doll and set her so that she is drained down through the head. This area will get done next. And I just want that mouth and eyes to drain just in case there's anything in there. I'll leave this sit, an hour or so, and then I'll flip her over and I'll let her sit an hour or so, and then I'll set her up. And that should drain all the water out of any parts of her body.
Hi, Daddy.
This baby alive's hair is really fried. And I already did the cream rinse. And now we're going to try a downy dip. Oh no, not a downy dip.
I need a checkup?
I like a challenge. This one could be a wash, but we're going to find out. I did the cream rinse, like I said. Now we're going to do the almost boiling water soak with fabric softener. And I'm going to use extra. I've seen this done with some success, and I'm going to try it. This hair is really, really bad. Ooh, 2 cups. That's a lot. But I have seen this used with success, and we'll go. Now I got out. This is upcoming Baby Alive videos that I keep in here. And I am going to set her on it. Hopefully she will get nothing wet. And I am going to put her hair down. I don't want to get my hands in it. It is pretty hot. And what I will do is, in about 15 minutes, I will comb that out, and I'm going to let her soak for at least an hour. And after that, we'll rinse it out and see. But let's let her soak for a while. Okay, I am going to move this so it doesn't get wet and take a look at what we've got. Oh my goodness. This hair is fried. So let's try something else. Well, I'm going to need to lay this out on something and give it a brush because I can't do this one-handed. And I'm starting at the bottom, but I don't know, might be a little easier. We're going to give her some more soaking time. So I got her out, and I am at the edges working this hair, and it is awful. It is completely awful and fried, but I'm a die-hard, let's give it a try. And so I'm going to comb all this out, and then I'm going to put her back in the downy dip, I call it. You can use any kind of fabric softener. And I'm going to let her soak a while.
I don't feel good.
Okay, I have used the thick cream rinse. I have washed her hair. I have soaked her in what I call the downy dip, near boiling water with fabric softener. I soaked her about, I don't know, I think over an hour. She is not tangled, but she is fried. And I thought we would try a couple more things. Why? Why not? First I'm going to spray, this is just water. I'm spritzing her hair so that I can use the curling iron, which I hope did not turn off on me. And if you don't hear it sizzle a little bit, you don't have enough wet hair. And this is a slow process, and you only do a little at a time. And when I say a little, this is about what I mean. And you comb that out, starting at the bottom, of course, and see how it stops there? That's because that's so fried. It is no longer tangled. And then I just use a curling iron. If you had a straightening rod, that'd be better. But this is what I have, and this is what we're gonna try. I slow down when I get to those ends, and I kind of curl them, not to put curl in the hair, but to give it a little longer, but I keep it moving. And I'll be darned, look at that. We are about halfway. You can see her part. And it's working pretty good. I have another trick up my sleeve. Look how bad that hair is. And watch this. I have a thicker piece in here, but I was getting close to the part, so I got over ambitious. But let me show you the difference. I have this on a very low setting on the hot curler. And I'm pulling that, but I'm keeping it moving the whole time. And look at the difference. Look at the difference. Can you see that? As you can see, it is working pretty well. For problem areas, I wanted to show you that I do this slower, but I just did it. I go forward and then I turn my curling iron to the other side so that it's backwards, so that both sides of the hair particles get heated up. As you can see, that the hot iron really did do a miracle on this hair. You can bet that this is where the rubber band got from the pigtails got caught up, and they pulled and pulled and pulled, and then finally someone cut it. But so far it's looking pretty good. I have one more trick up my sleeve, and we'll get that started after this hair dries. This hair, from what it was, looks fantastic. I could get the scissors out and just cut the ends off. I could, but let's take it a step further because that's what this video is really about. When I was 13, I started spraying my body with baby oil after my shower and before I dried off. And I'm 63 and have no stretch marks 3 kids later. Really like the stuff. I really recommend doing that, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be cleaning your bathroom because it is a mess. And I say that because we're getting ready to spray this doll's hair, and this is not something, children, how about this? If you don't own your home or pay the rent, you should not be doing this. If you are accident prone or messy, you should not be doing this, which means I should not be doing this. But here I am with a bottle of oil. I also do this to my own hair, and I need to do this to my own hair because it works. I'm fanning out the doll's hair. I have covered her body with paper bags, one tied in the front, one tied in the back. I don't want this oil on this doll. On the vintage dolls, I like it because it soaks in and helps the plastic. Okay, here we go, and this is what we're doing, and I'm thinking I need another towel. So I went and got another towel because oil always seems to go further than where you wanted it to go. I am only on vintage dolls, I do the entire hair. On these newer dolls, I do not. I only spray where it needs it. This is a combination of cheap baby oil and Skin So Soft. Okay, I will let this sit for 24 hours. You can see the oil alone really repaired the hair. And what I did was I just combed it through a few times to make sure it got in the front. I had her bangs all cute and messed those up. Let's hope I can fix those again. But at any rate, what we're doing next is washing the oil out. And I put my comb in my sink under my dolls when I wash their hair because their hair was dirty or oily. And I want to get that out. And I'm not scrubbing her hair. That's done. Ah, can't get the shampoo to come out. I love Pantene. I use it for my own hair. I have for years and years. I hate doing commercials for free. but the stuff works. Oh, look at that. Not even a lather because there's so much oil. So we're going to put more in. Sometimes I actually use the degreasing, and I'm not washing, I'm just pushing that shampoo down towards the ends. I don't want any more drama on her hair. And I've got her kind of held up. I've got my shirt on for the serious business. I don't have my good shirt on because I don't want oil on it. Oil just goes on and on and on and gets so many places you don't want it. Okay, next move in a minute. Here she is, straight out of the water. I strapped her backwards in this chair because obviously she's too small for it. I have not tried this in this chair, but last time I did this procedure, I wished I had one because this takes like 3 hands. I have a towel. I'm just going to gently give her a towel dry, and then you're going to see something strange. I'm going to comb her out. As you can see, that hair is no longer tangled. It's just fried. So here's what we're going to do. Will it work? We'll see in a minute. I have a nylon stocking. Yep, a nylon stocking. It's pantyhose, actually. I bought it for $1 on clearance. I tied it in knots. Why? Well, because I have horses and you do that with rope to shut them out. So I tried that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is put my blow dryer on low. I'm going to start combing the hair with the nylon stocking. That's right, with the nylon stocking. Why? I have no idea, but boy, it worked for the other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hair between this and work it down. There comes a time when you just have to say good enough. And I had her hair nicer than this. Let me turn it so that the sun hits it. I had it shining and flowing, and then I took it another step forward, and I wish I had not. However, if you look back at what it was to what it is, sometimes you just have to stop and say, that's enough. Would I re-wig her or re-root her? Yeah, I might. I might. But thank you for watching. Please tell me what you would do in the comments with this doll. Don't say throw it away. Right, baby alive?
Hi, Mommy.
Don't say throw it away.
Hugs, please.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.